So, a Champions League semi-final place is guaranteed. We will be finding out in this episode who we'll be facing off against. But first, let's not get ahead of ourselves. We've got a big game as we face off against Chelsea in the Premier League. Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel and another episode of Leeds United, Pride of Yorkshire. So in yesterday's episode, if you were paying attention, you would have seen that we were through to the Champions League semi-final. Let's have a little look at who we have drawn. You can see it's FC Barcelona, as we are going to be going up against the supposedly broken Barcelona team that have somehow got themselves through into a Champions League semi-final, and that is exactly who we will be facing off against, to be honest. I think I'd rather be playing them than Manchester United anyway. We've seen enough of English teams in Champions Leagues, Europa Leagues and Super Cups, and yeah, enough nonsense with English teams. Let's get some continental teams in, and the biggest ones at that. But before we get carried away with that, we have the small matter of Chelsea to face off against in the Premier League. Premier League becoming oh so tight all of a sudden. We are not going to be catching Manchester United. They are out in the clear. They are 13 points clear with only 5 games left to go. You can see though that between Newcastle in 7th and us in 2nd, there is only 8 points. And this probably is one of the tightest Premier Leagues I've ever been part of. Take Manchester United out of the equation, and we would have 5 games where any one of, what's that, 2, 4, 6 teams could be looking at winning the Premier League with 5 games to go. So it's been a real battle of a season. Certainly trying to retain our first ever Premier League title was a difficult one. I think you can see though why we might be struggling. So Manchester United's goal difference is 60. Let's have a little look at the league table. So when you look at it, Manchester United has scored 90 goals. We have struggled really. We've only scored 63. We have conceded 26, so less than Manchester United. But really, I think in terms of the attacking threat that we carry, it's an area that we might need to look at in the summer, and something that I definitely think I will be trying to address. But that's for future episodes. We have the Chelsea game to get into. So before I get sidetracked anymore, let's show you the lineup that will be facing off against Chelsea. So after the heroics of welcoming Real Madrid to Ellen Road and getting a 0-0 draw, we are going to look to continue our good form as we invite Chelsea to Ellen Road, and the lineup we are going to be putting out will be Meslier in goal, Woba, Ami, Kanate and Singo will be the back four. Stumbled over the words there. I was a little bit shocked to see Woba at left back. Completely forgot that he can actually be a makeshift left back when we need him. We have Phillips and Bentancur in the middle. Daniel James, De Ketelaere and Rafinha will be the attacking 3. And Benjamin Šeško will be playing up front again and again. We are being told he can only play for 45 minutes by the physios. So, if you're wondering why Boba is at left back, and the reason I did stutter is because Junior Firpo actually broke his wrist. And I asked the medical team probably what would be best to do. And they said to actually apply the protective equipment and have him play through it. He didn't really train much this week, so we're not going to throw him in for this game, but he's definitely in and around the squad, and he will definitely be available for selection. So not on the bench today, but definitely will still have a part to play in the season. So again, if Šeško can't complete the 90 minutes, it's looking like it's going to be Adeyemi up front. We have got Esposito on the bench as well, and Thiago Thomas. So even though I was saying we are a bit short of firepower, I still think we have enough to get us through this game. So let's show you what happens when we face off against the mighty Chelsea. Here we go then, another game where we're going to show you absolutely everything that we see. You are going to be seeing too. So starting off with the team lineups as usual. You can see Chelsea have a 4-1-4-1 kind of formation, or 4-3-3 depending on how you look at it. So they're definitely going to try and attack us down the wings, and we are going to try and pretty much counter that by getting the ball through to Šeško through the middle, I presume, and hopefully we'll be collecting the 3 points come the end of the game, as we need them now to be staying ahead of the teams below us. And we're starting the game off in the pouring rain with a corner from Bentancur that Amy just heads over the bar. If he could have got that down on target, it would have been a decent chance. And again now, the second highlight is going to be us building out from the back as Canate finds Bentacore. Not 100% that I'm on board with this short passing to get us from one end of the pitch to the other in the rain, but it seems effective as Daniel James is in the box. He finds Woburn, finds Bentacore, and the shot is saved by the goalkeeper. I'm not too sure who's in goal for Chelsea in this save, but whoever it is, that is a brilliant one-handed save to get up and turn the ball away. And Chelsea are now going to try and look to build on that save as they are going to build an attack of their own. They're knocking it about in the middle. Havertz finds Mount. He lays it off to Chilwell and trying to attack down the left-hand side. Mount swings the ball in, and Nicolo Zaniolo, he's a player who's on the potential superstars. If you go through the little playlist of those, he's definitely one of those players, and he... Oh, I thought Lukaku was in on goal there. Just pause because I thought, uh-oh. But he definitely is on there, Nicolo Zaniolo. He is an absolutely fantastic prospect from Roma in real life. And I think he's going to be an absolute baller in real life too. But we are on the attack. Daniel James, though, can't get past Reece James. Here is Zaniolo. Plays it to Havertz and then to Lukaku. But luckily for us, Canate deals with it. And I can't even look at this. It's been our rock all season, has Ibrahima Kanate. Haven't really got a bad word to say against him. He has been immense. But that was dreadful. Not too sure what he does or why he's dwelling on the ball there. Mason Mount is approaching fast. And once Mount steals it off of him, like you saw, I was looking through my fingers because I knew it was only going to end up in one place. And unfortunately, Chelsea have taken the lead. And this is not what we need in terms of our Premier League position. But we do have a corner here to try and reply quickly as Rafinha swings it in. And Konate actually gets the header in. It comes back into the centre and it gets scrambled away. And we are piling the pressure on now as again we've hit the inside of the post from that corner routine. Bentacore to James Wober with a dreadful shot that I think actually hit the top of the crossbar despite it looking like it was looping up and miles wide. But definitely, we're having the chances here, and Rafinha's got a free kick now. We could get a goal before half-time. We could be well in place to try and nick all 3 points as Rafinha steals the ball from Kante. Doesn't really happen in real life, but it does in Football Manager. And Bentacore plays it to Phillips. He then passes it to Singo. Let's see what he can do with it. Is he going to beat his man across it in? Nope, because they never do that on Football Manager. They always cut back, pass it backwards, and Singo with a low ball to Rafinha. It's ended up at the feet of Šeško. We're lining up a shot. We can't get it away. Goalkeeper makes a save, and Rafinha gets a shot turned away for a corner. And then Rafinha is now going to swing this corner in. Plays it to the near post. It goes over everybody, but Wober is going to get to it. Have we got one? No. Thought there was one more chance coming, but no. Instead, the chance just dies as Wober brings the ball forward because the game just thinks, nope. So in at half-time, losing 1-0, not the best really result. We didn't want that at all. We've played quite well. We've had all those chances, 13 shots, 3 of them on target. And again, I think this is pretty much what I was trying to say in the build-up and certainly shows through in our goal difference that, again, we've conceded. We've had all those shots and can't score goals. And again, we're going to have to leave Šeško on past the recommended 45 minutes here. And we're going to keep pushing into the second half to try and get a goal. And again, in the rain, the build-up play from the back. I don't mind it so much when it's not raining, but you know that the rain just gives the game an extra dimension. And Wobu is struggling at left back. I think I'm going to have to take him off because if we've got the right players on the bench, we certainly have better left backs than Wober. I was hoping he could just plug in and do a job. He's still not right, but he's definitely not a marauding left back like we're used to seeing with Junior Firpo. But Chelsea are on the move. Ball over the top for Lukaku. And again, let them in behind and they are going to punish us. And that's exactly what Lukaku does. He smashes the ball home. So yeah, the first substitution, Torek Mitchell's going to come on. And then I'm going to bring on Karim Adeyemi. I'm going to leave him on up top. I don't want to make all the substitutions at once. So just going to make those 2 substitutions for now. And see what happens. Come back, there's a highlight. Singo is bringing the ball forward, but he plays it straight into the path of Pulisic, who normally goes on and destroys teams in this game when he picks the ball up in those areas. We're going to go from positive to attacking to try and get at least something going. Wisdom and me gets the ball at the back and he plays to Melia. Canate now turns, gives it to Phillips. So, do we have options ahead of him? We do. It's Rafinha, but he ain't getting that ball. Luckily for us, though, they just give it straight back as Singo gets it and plays it forwards to Rafinha again. What can Rafinha do from here now? So he finds Singo, and Singo crosses in. There's De Catalet, hits the post. Daniel James is going to turn it in. We're back in the game, and that's exactly what we needed. 53 minutes on the clock. Get that ball on the centre circle spot, and we can get this game kicked back off. I think this is the kind of thing we've been missing, really. So that's the central midfielder linking up with the left midfield or left winger, and both of them combined to get us a goal to get back into the game. And really, we've been relying on Šeško too much for the goals, and we need those types of players to step up and contribute a bit more. So hopefully there's going to be another chance. And here is one. Bentancur swings it in. Canate with the header. And there's Rafinha at the back stick to nod it in. And then all of a sudden we've turned it around. It's gone from 2-0 to 2-2 quite quickly after making those substitutions. So feeling quite proud of that. Bentancur, Canate has the header. I thought it was about to hit the post, but Rafinha gets up, leaps like a salmon, heads it in at the back post, and all of a sudden we have took 2 chances after creating 17 shots. And hopefully this is going to be one for us again as Chelsea look to bring the ball out from the back. Zaniolo plays it back to Holmgren Pedersen, but Daniel James steals the ball, gives it to Karim Adeyemi. First time ball across. Rafinha beats his man. He smashed it off the post from 3 yards. How has he not scored from that position? I am in absolute shock because I thought that was so easy. I think it was easier to score than it was to miss. Does that make sense? Could have miskicked it and it would have just trickled in the net. Instead, he's absolutely smashed it. It's cannoned back off the post and even gone out for a goal kick. But Chelsea are trying to build out. There's probably one last attack left in this game. 93rd minute. Tyrick Mitchell gets the ball. And Canate plays to Phillips. Somebody might want to play this ball forwards, not sideways. And please don't play it straight to a Chelsea player. No, De Catalet gets on it. Bentancur tries to chip it over to Daniel James, who's the smallest player on the pitch. And luckily for us, it's just ping-ponging around. De Catalet gets it. Mitchell with a ball up the line. Daniel James should beat him for pace here, and he does. He gets brought down. There's going to be a red card. It's pretty pointless. It's not like we're going to have an advantage. We've got like 2 minutes left of the game, so we will have a one-man advantage for the last 2 minutes. And we're going to swing the free kick in, and oh my gosh, I thought there was famous last words coming there where I thought we weren't going to get an advantage. Canate with the header. Great save from Strauska, I think his name is, in goal. Probably butchered that one. And then from the corner, swinging in. Bentancur's going to get to this. What can he do? Is there one last chance? Bentancur, Rafinha now. Is he going to cross this in? No, he plays it back to Bentancur. And just like that, the referee blows up the whistle. That is one of the most annoying things about this game. Like in real life, I think referees are programmed to not blow full time when the attacking team has the ball on the edge of the opposition penalty area, because I don't think that would happen in real life. But it's 2 points dropped in our race to finish second in the Premier League. We have had chances, 24 shots, 7 on target, an XG of 2.32. Not too sure how we haven't gone and won the game. Mr. Rafinha, I know he leapt like a salmon for the equaliser, but he should have given us all 3 points. So, not too sure what is going to be happening next. Let's go through the screens as usual. Let's get back to the home page. So let's have a little look at what that leaves the Premier League looking like. And the answer is we are still in second place. We have now played a game more than Arsenal. We have played 2 more games than Manchester City. So the pack are circling on us. This is going to be difficult because the pack are circling, and next up we have a Roses derby against Manchester United. So our struggles have just got even worse. There's only one thing to do, isn't there? We're going to have to beat Manchester United tomorrow. Another 2 points dropped in the Premier League, really. We had the chances to win the game. We created enough. We just couldn't get the 3 points. A point is better than nothing, but the chasing pack are hot on our heels. So if you're at this point of the episode, you're still watching the content, still enjoying the content, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the like button to help the channel out. Every interaction is vital to helping the channel, and the growth I've seen across 1 year now on YouTube has been absolutely fantastic. So, in tomorrow's episode, we have a Roses Derby. So you better come back and join me tomorrow. I'm going to wrap this one here, and I will catch you for that Roses Derby tomorrow.